In my last video on the grass verges update, I said I would further update residents on the situation once that I found out more. Now today I found out that additional resources have been allocated to Surrey Heath, and I'm told that they are pretty much caught up now in Surrey Heath, perhaps with the odd exception. But yeah, they're more or less on top of the grass cutting now in Surrey Heath, and I've done all the areas that were that had not been done yet. A number of residents wanted to know why the grass was allowed to grow so long and why they were late in terms of their cutting schedule. Because yeah, I think certainly in the area I represent, they were meant to have done it week ending the 7th of June, and in a lot of cases that didn't happen. I'm told the reason why that didn't happen is because they didn't anticipate how wet it was going to be at this time of year, and the grass cutting equipment that they use doesn't cope very well when it's so wet. So that is the reason why they were late in cutting the grass and why it was allowed to grow so long. The videos that I've done on this so far have created a lot of email communication, a lot of direct messages on my social media channels, and a lot of comments on the videos and so on, which is quite understandable. People feeding back what's going on in their areas, which I have to say has been very helpful. So thank you to everybody who's left comments on my Facebook page, everybody who sent me direct messages and emails. It's really appreciated and actually very helpful in order to feed back that sort of on the ground intelligence to the department responsible for the grass cutting. Now, one of the common bits of feedback that I've had from residents is that in some areas of Mytchett, Frimley Green and Deepcut, there are some pathways that have been overgrown, left to overgrow, and haven't been dealt with. So just to advise all the residents that have communicated with me about that, I am dealing with those on a case-by-case basis. So hopefully they will get done soon. And if they're not in the next couple of weeks, do let me know, and I'll follow up on that. Now, a common question that's been asked on my Facebook page and by emails that people have sent me and direct messages and so on is, who is holding the contractors to account? Who is getting on their case about poor performance and all that sort of stuff? Now, that is the highways team at Surrey County Council. They're doing that, and I have been informed today that actually there are some of the contractors have been actually withdrawn due to poor performance. Now, we have contractors, different contractors all over the county. And as I mentioned earlier, additional resources have been put into Surrey Heath particularly, and I think Spelthorne as well, to catch up. But I can inform you that, because quite a few residents said, well, this shouldn't be allowed to happen and contractors should be held to account for poor performance. I can tell you that has happened, and some contractors have been let go as a result. For the final part of this update, I want to talk about the Northern Access roundabout in Deepcut, which is where I'm stood right now, actually. And basically, every year, for some reason, this roundabout gets cut when it's not supposed to. And several years ago, I arranged with the then contractors, and that was being looked after by Surrey Heath Borough Council, to not cut this roundabout. And actually, the following year, it wasn't cut and it was left to grow wild and it looked fantastic. But then the contract was taken over by Surrey County Council, and for some reason they didn't carry the information over on the mapping system, and apparently I was supposed to nominate this roundabout as part of the Blue Heart scheme, which I didn't do. So yeah, my fault apparently. According to highways officers, I should have nominated the roundabout for the Blue Heart scheme, and I didn't. So I'm really sorry that that's happened. However, I can tell you that I've had confirmation now from the highways team that this roundabout is now on the Blue Heart scheme, and next year it will not be cut. There's going to be Blue Hearts stakes put in the ground here to warn the contractors not to cut it. and hopefully next year we're going to have some beautiful wildflowers on here, and I am going to look into perhaps getting some wildflower seed to plant here to really make sure that it flourishes. So I am really sorry about that I failed to nominate the roundabout for the Blue Heart scheme, but it is on there now. And like I say, next year this roundabout should be spectacular.